Greetings, I'm Troy McClure, and you might remember me from such films as...
Being dead for 25 years.
Greetings, Fansplash fans. We are your hosts, Jesse Swift and...
Tyler Hall.
And it's been a little bit of a while, but we welcome you to our humble abode in the fiery pits of hell because humanity has reached level 4 and we are in crisis. But we are going to give you the best content we can anyways because you mean just that much to us.
I don't think it's as hot as episode 10 when my brother was here. We were sweating so bad. We were like literally drenched in sweat trying to do the podcast.
I also weighed like 230 pounds at that point and was sweating always anyways. But that's another story.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fansplash.
Yes, thank you for joining us. It is good to be back. We tried to be back before, and we're still working on that. But
we have a couple of episodes in the, before banks that
they're on the cutting room floor at the moment because 1, YouTube's a bastard. 2,
I'm so busy. Please keep our stuff up. And don't take it down for arbitrary reasons.
If it's not freaking the Imperial March, it's Chained by Fleetwood Mac. So
blocked in all countries. So the whole video is banned.
Well, I do know that we will never break the chain.
We're figuring it out, though. It'll get there.
But we are coming at you guys with no shortage of topics. But before we get into those topics, we have a few news stories of our own that we want to let you guys know because we have plans to reboot this franchise. Tyler, let them know what's going on.
Okay, so what we came to an agreement on is in order to basically, maximize our viewers and
subscriber base,
but more importantly, give the content to the right audience. We decided that we're going to continue doing the podcast, and we're going to do full episodes just as we've always done them, but more of the full thing will be sort of like audio only. As I've said in an unreleased episode, actually, I think, one of the ones on back order, I've set up an RSS feed. We're good to go on audio stuff, so you'll see us on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, all that stuff. And then we'll still be on YouTube with full episodes, but mainly what we're going to focus on is breaking apart each segment and or topic rather.
Right.
And giving it its own video so that people actively on YouTube looking for stuff like reactions and topics about things that we're talking about, Spider-Man.
And if I can interject
Avengers.
briefly, I think one of the reasons for this is we are, I'd like to think, not too biased. We cover a lot of topics on the podcast, and that's why they usually range from anywhere between half an hour to an hour long, sometimes longer than that, because we have so many different interests and things. But all of our interests might not be all of your interests. So maybe we have a talk about Game of Thrones and you don't want to wait through those 5-10 minutes, whatever long, to get to a topic that you actually want to hear. So this way we can break it up and be like, we're going to talk about Justice League here. Ooh, I want to click on that video because I just want to know about Justice League. I don't care that you guys saw Planet of the Apes. I don't care that you're reviewing Game of Thrones. I want to know what your thoughts on Justice League. And I think this way it makes it easier for you guys to find what you want, to not have to
go directly to exactly what you want, because it'll be titled.
We will streamline it as streamers who streamline. That's what we're gonna do.
So anybody that's used to watching like the full videos that we've been putting out for the past year now, you'll still get that. We'll still put those out, but also we're just offering the other service, kind of breaking it apart and helping, just the casual YouTube viewer to see our stuff and familiarize their stuff with our topics. And if they like our conversation, they could go into watching the full show. Exactly. So that's why we're kind of rebranding. We're doing a new logo. We're changing everything. We're dropping podcast from our name. We're not going to stop technically being a podcast, but we don't want to be classified as only a podcast.
Because we will do all kinds of things.
Right, and we've already kind of done that on YouTube, right? We're not solely a podcast on YouTube. On YouTube, we've got reactions, reviews, skits, all sorts of different things that we incorporate into our YouTube channel. So we've already put a lot into our YouTube channel. This is just going to help us kind of break the mold.
This is Marvel had one, now we're having one. This is Fansplash Phase 2. Or
exactly
3, maybe.
We've gone through a lot of phases. We went from, well, if you follow our timeline, our skit timeline, technically it went from this what was it? It was Mr. Bader's studio,
right?
The Think Now studio, and then to my mom's basement. But really, it was downstairs at my house. Then it went to upstairs at my house, and then I moved, and now this is a room in my apartment. So,
yeah, a move and like a job or two change each between us. There's some validation for why we haven't had a lot of content.
There's
lately.
a lot that's been going on.
But hopefully now we can get on stable grounds here, because I think we know our schedules now, and we can line them up and figure something out.